Y'all had to bring Cartoon Me out of retirement for 2021, huh? It is okay. This is a Team Digi Public Service W broadcast. After an event transpired in January of 2021, it was clear a defense needed to be formed to refute, deny false claims of, and defend the validity of Digi's actions and inactions, as well as silence the poor bullying of this poor man, and appeal a previous decision. As such, Monokuma, a reputable and certified judge, will be narrating several parts of this video as well because his voice is grating and many of Digi's naysayers and opposers won't be able to tolerate it long enough to have rebuttals, but mainly because he's an unbiased judge. Meet Digi, aka Digital Insert Sneeze Boyo. Now before we can tell you his story, we must tell you about VRChat, a world of ups and downs, but wonderful people and events like community leaders, battle discs, their wonderful communities, steel and gold, and cool, great, and loving things that honestly fly under the radar most of the time. Seagulls, booty warriors, and the cool skeleton from the Magic School Bus getting bullied by Yumiko Jabami. Now the story starts off with factual knowledge, Digi's intelligence, 100% non-debatable. But that's when things take an unexpected turn.
I'm a very intellectual individual, and that, you know, it's hard to debate something that has been fact for so long, but I usually just kind of, you know, I hide behind it. You know, I let people think that I'm stupid, because when people think I'm stupid, they don't see me as a threat. You know, they're like, oh, this guy's just stupid. We don't gotta worry about him. And that's when I strike.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Witter. That's very nice of you.
Chameleon, there you go.
Exactly. I'm the ultimate chameleon. I fit in. What's up, Lanfear?
Did you see it? Right as Digi is explaining the undeniable truth, Lanfear appears.
So, I asked you if I was cool because I wanted to know if it was, you know, I wanted to confirm in front of my friends that I was cool. But I said, can you at least confirm to me that I'm at least 40% cool? And she just goes, Mom says you're cool. I was like, Mom, you're not my mom.
At first, he simply tries to get some positive affirmation from her, but even this seems to be too much kindness to give, and that is when things get truly bizarre.
I've been saying some weird things about you. That's not true. I don't say weird things about Lan. What?
Lan, Digi has been saying some weird things about you. First, mod and more dapper dressed version of Cortana, Agent Smith, releases a purely fictional statement in nature, to which Digi has to immediately defend himself from.
I don't think I've ever said anything weird about Lan, but I'm sure she's heard some of the stupid stuff I've said. I don't say weird stuff about her.
Digi states he has admittedly probably said weird things around Lan, but never anything weird about Lan.
She's a good friend, right? I always say that. I mean, you did say you wanted to see her in the shower, Chief. Oh.
I mean, you did say you wanted to see her in the shower, Chief. A defamatory statement then comes in by another mod, an opposite of righty-tighty Lucy. Now, in her defense, while video and audio of the statement seems to exist, we live in a digital age. Full-on video and editing software. And this line was never justly checked for tampering, leading the defense to believe this was a falsified statement through the use of Audacity, an easily accessible and often used software of Smith's.
See, look, what about the time you said you were,
What about the time you said you were waiting out here but? See how hard this statement is to read? When lies are forged, it is hard to keep statements straight.
Check your DM. Can I check them off stream? I don't have to check them on stream, right?
You just gotta bide your time. You gotta play the long game.
Can I check them on? Like, can I?
Check your DMs, Digi. Insert land glare. Intimidation is then used on poor Digitalboyo to coerce him into viewing something truly strange live on stream. The VRChat Wikia, and how two pale lines of text now exist on both Digi and Lan's Wikipedia pages.
Wow. The bullshit, you didn't have this. There's no way. No, I don't believe you.
Is legally owned by Lanfear. Lanfear currently legally owns Digi, a well-dressed skeleton. The validity of the statement is what we'll be attacking throughout this video, as well as dispute things stated within this video.
Can you treat me like a human being for one day?
1 hour and 49 minutes in, Digi asks the question, can you treat me like a human being for one day? This implies Digi is viewed as a lesser being. The ownership clause does not help.
Since we are in a situation where I am not in the best light. Obviously, we have that little. I'm gonna say typo in your Legends page. I'm gonna call it a typo.
However, this Wikia statement is quickly cleared up as a confirmed typo. Simple editing mistake. We're not here for blood. Just like before. It's not real. It can be tampered with by anybody.
Treat me like a human being, Lynn. You know what I'll do? I'll tell you what, okay? Nice move. Thank you. Eat. No.
Eat.
Okay, so Lan, I'll tell you what. If you can manage to treat me like a human being for one day, I will personally do whatever you want for one day. If you can treat me like a human being for one whole day. Okay, so I was told, and I know from previous knowledge, you really like sushi, right? Is sushi like one of your favorite things? We get nice and friendly. I sit you down, I buy you like some really nice sushi. Okay, you enjoy your sushi. And we talk about like the future things and how our friendship has developed over the time of us being friends.
Digi even tries to cut a deal involving sushi. This is a negotiation tactic. However, unfortunately, it is taken wrongly by those who purposely want to take it wrongly.
No, that's not what I said. No.
Is Digi trying to bribe his owner? So you want to try to take her on a date? Bold attempt. Upon sensing the situation could be spiraling out of hand with so many people against him, Digi next makes a move that could make or break this entire encounter. A gesture of goodwill. A tweet.
100%. This is a real message. Thank you. There we go.
Digi, I can see your nose growing even from here.
Of course, there's doubt about if this tweet will even actually do well. With statements like an hour and 53 minutes and 7 seconds in, like that isn't going to backfire terribly. That is a possibility. But when you're extending your hand across the aisle, it's in good faith. If it backfires, it's the other party's fault. After all, this was not a point redemption for the stream. Contrary to popular belief, this was a continuation of a sign of said good faith.
Can we be friends, Lynn? Can we be friends? Me and you?
Further in, Digi asks Lan, can we be friends? Can we be friends? To which case Lanfear,
Lanfear, you believe me, right? I think cat girls are the best. Absolutely. Retweeted.
Damn it, I
Retweeted.
can't mob people.
less than a minute later, retweets the original tweet. Now, I refused to retweet it. I stood my ground, funny as the situation was. You couldn't pay me to retweet it unless you actually want to pay me to retweet it. Call the toll-free number at the bottom of the screen now. Notice there's not a number at the bottom of the screen now. Gotcha.
Hey, hang on, Lucy.
I mean, Gary owes me so many deals that it will take him 300 years to repay them. Now, at the original time of creating this, yes, there was an outstanding debt to be paid, but the benefit of being too busy to finish this at this time is that the debt is gone. I outsmarted it. I took advantage of chaos, spite, and tiredness. This establishes my credibility as a valid defense. If not, then need I remind people I'm not the focus of this documentary anyways, so this tidbit of information would be null and void due to irrelevancy. Basically. Now back to the tweet.
Everybody, Jesus Christ, it got retweeted again.
This seems to be exploding. After mere minutes, thanks to Lan herself retweeting said gesture of peace, the tweet exploded into a mixed reaction of doubt, betrayal, and honest outreaches of help, which prompted Digi to tell people to stop retweeting it, which on the internet means to do something even more, unfortunately.
What would best describe?
No. How do we catch them up on what's been happening for the past like 20 minutes?
Crimson?
Just check.
Oh, Lanfear joined, and now my life has spiraled into an abyss of, please, God, help me. Don't look at my Twitter.
What is happening here? Crimson Rose, who was a prominent figure in trying to release Digi from the claws of the original contract in a court battle pitting Digi versus Lanfear, arrives.
It ends up turning into something like now, where I made a post on Twitter that's really cursed, and she fucking, look at this. This face right here. You see this innocent looking face?
And I won a footlocker that I didn't want. Asterix liquor. Both are probably bad. After catching her up, she even remembered the outcome of the original and potentially rigged court case and trial.
As we all know, cats are mischievous. They're very mischievous, right? And Lan is the exact nature of I'm beautiful, but I'm also mischievous because I'm still a cat. No matter what I look like, I'm still a cat to the core.
2 hours and 14 minutes in, Digi states, as we all know, cats are mischievous. Very mischievous, right? And Lan is the exact nature of I'm beautiful, but I'm also mischievous. Because still a cat, no matter what I look like, I'm still a cat at the core.
This name, every time you hear it, every time I hear it, I instantly get cold shivers. I do. I get chills, man. It's terrifying. This name is terrifying.
To which within the next minute later, he also states that he instantly gets cold shivers. He does. I get chills. It is terrifying. This name is terrifying, referring to Lanfear's name. Meaning that ultimately this is a power play, or using a position of power control over someone. In said position, the one considered lesser may express how intimidating or fearful the other is as a sign of respect. This respect, however, is twisted.
Look at that! Wow! Wow! You're not even allowed to do that. You're not even allowed. Fear is in the name, exactly. It is. Her name should be Learn Fear. She's gonna teach you how to fear. What? When? Since when?
I'm reading chat.
I mean,
He's always.
You even hit me with your cane in the past.
You deserve that.
I did not. Wait, why do I deserve it?
The stuff you have done to me in the past is so awful. Satan would jump out of his seat.
Digi, why you bully me? Fear is in the name. Wow, now he's bullying girls with glowing eyes. He's so mean to me. All I ever do is give love and positive reinforcement, and he bullies me. Let's attack some of these contradictions. First, the offer of sushi was made, ultimately turned down, but the effort to be kind, not bully, was there, just not accepted. Second, a simple and effective positive reinforcement act would have been to simply agree to call Digi cool. Third, there are no such thing as girls with glowing eyes, so Digi cannot be the bully of them. Plain and simple.
No, it's because I radiate top energy, and it makes everybody sweaty and uncomfortable because they're like, "Oh man, it's my top energy." Yeah, that's it. Yo, let's go.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm a top.
100%.
10 out of 10. It progressively starts to curl downwards, and I'm like, "Oh, I remember now. I remember where I stand with this one." Digitop, LOL.
No, look.
I think there's a misunderstanding here. I think Gary, my man Gary here, could clear it up for you all. I am definitely on the top of my game.
I think Gary's a little
2 hours and 21 minutes in, Digi talks about how he radiates top energy. This is factual knowledge. Of course, it would be refuted by the naysayers.
What?
Look, we don't talk about that. Right?
I have to
Digi, ... top, ... laughing crying emoji, laughing crying emoji. Only when the cat girls place him there. Oh yeah, you are a top, scared of cat girls, fox girls, and dragon girls. Digi is a top, only when the cat girls place him there. That still counts. They know their place as bottoms and assume the position then. Also, dragon girls should be feared. Have you seen Shrek 1 or 2? Even though I haven't, I know there's a dragon in there. A whole entire female dragon is in there, and well worth valid fear. But also dragon girls, apparently all of them, breathe fire. And when you're not immune to fire, like Digi is not, that is a valid fear. Would you stay in a burning house as it was burning down? No, you would get out. Cat girls, from a scientific standpoint, do in fact have claws, and using the ratio of the size of a regular cat and its claws to how long a cat girl's claws would be, they might not be no butter knives, but they are far sharper and should be cautioned on. And finally, fox girls, as we know, are cats on dog software, so they don't even know what they are, and fear of the unknown is 100% reasonable and okay. However, even more, Lucy herself is a fox girl, so either fox girls should be feared too, or she is a pushover, all bark and no actual bite, chief. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here and defend her and say the latter part is far from true. So fearing fox girls is probably smart, so all of this statement is contradictory.
This lady came to hang out with me when it was like really late. I just got off work and I was kind of chilling in VRChat. I had one arm at the time, and I was talking crap to her, and she goes, "Okay, let's box." So she continues to beat me in boxing when I have one hand. But it's like, haha, I beat Digi up. And I'm like, I had one hand.
Digi then detailed in a vid pinning him against Lanfear despite him being down one arm.
You lift and the cat go beat you. I see it as even. Dude, I had one hand!
You mean she treated you as an equal instead of looking down on your disability. You lift and a cat girl beat you, I see it as even. Positive reinforcement would have been useful here. This second statement means cat girls' strength are on par with people that lift, further solidifying why people should in fact probably reasonably fear cat girls, further providing evidence this does not invalidate his status as a top. Then GG, well played, y'all tried and lost.
Okay, I'm trying, Digi. I'm trying. I promise. But we got steep competition everywhere.
Wow.
And I'm not a marketing
She's your
guy.
best
I know
mod.
a
You gotta
couple.
support your mod.
My mod has to support me too, though.
She is the best mod. That's fair.
Wow.
I know some marketing people though, Digi. All right, so look, we can regroup.
Also, you need.
So about the marketing guy,
We welcome you to the butt touching!
yeah.
So listen, I would never step on Lanfear, and there's one reason why. Okay, if you are to trample, oh god, hold on, I'm gonna puke.
If you trample, wait, hold
if
on.
you
word
trample-
this carefully.
if you trample
Let me advise
perfect,
you to word this carefully.
if you trample perfection, it is no longer a work of art. It is now a, yeah, it's no longer a work of art. There you go. See, there you go.
mean,
She's like perfectly crafted. You know what I mean?
Digi later stated that he wouldn't step on Lan, even if the roles were reversed, because trampling on a work of art ruins it. It's a compliment, counters the early claim that Digi only bullies Lanfear.
Lucy's not Team Digi. She's Team Lucy. So I mean,
But,
Is
like-
it doesn't matter. She is a mod.
Lucy's an engineer. Yeah, I was gonna say Lucy's an engineer, so she's pretty damn
oh
smart.
no, I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying she's not on the team.
Oof.
So we have to
She's
rely. We
also-
have to rely on what we
Lucy-
have.
No, Lucy is a mod.
Oh. So you're saying by extension, it's automatically that they're a part. Okay, okay. In that case, that's
Later on, Agent Smith himself states mods are by extension Team Digi. That's Smith's own words, not mine.
Lanfear.
Genie.
I'm gonna make another deal with you, and it's gonna be successful.
Stick
my finger in there. I'm not doing that.
Did you? If Gamma's taught us anything, it's that making deals. End up going.
They didn't for him at first, but then the second half, this man was literally getting nothing but good deals.
There, actually, yeah, there was 3 days in a row where I just got nothing but good deals.
That's pretty. Never mind.
In an attempt to advise Digi on what to do in this particular predicament at the time, I did say cutting deals are probably a good idea. To which case my own dealing record was brought up, but there was an extent where I made nothing but good deals for 3 days in a row. I was drunk in that time frame. This is impossible. Lucy has gone on record several times to tell how she cannot actually get drunk, so checkmate, meaning my validity as a defense has also been established once again. Ultimately, what also provides Digi's freedom is the fact Lan is actually a part of Team Digi, as evident in this clip.
That's okay. Lan's part of Team Digi.
You sure about that?
I think Lan's Team Lan. Almost certain on that one.
No. We can say Team Digi. There we go. It's canon now.
Yeah,
We said
let's
it.
go.
All right.
Oh.
So now we move on to the verdict, which will be given out by Monokuma once again, of course, now that all the evidence has been compiled. This court cannot grant Digi cool points, nor void the existing contract directly. However, given a probational period in a work environment lasts 3 to 6 months, and given you are still currently employed as a servant, meaning you did in fact pass the probational period, you technically are in fact an employee, and in fact as such are owed working benefits, and at this point as well as back pay, equal to 6 months after the court case established Digi as owned and a servant. Alternatively, Lanfear is a VIP in Digi's Twitch channel, and like a pyramid scheme, if he himself and then his mods are Team Digi, then VIPs and below are as well. Ultimately meaning, as a servant, butler, or doormat, all are inside jokes at best. While this does not reward Digi back pay or compensation, what this does mean is it voids his actual status as a servant to a mere ribbing between friends and not legally valid. TLDR, unless you are Digi, despair. That's all. In conclusion, happy birthday, Digi. This was actually technically supposed to be done quite a bit of ways ago. I got iceboxed to a lot of things that came up, and I figured what better day to not only bring this back and finish it than on your birthday, which I'm not going to reveal your age, so that way no one has to know. But at the same time, what a great past year, however. So hopefully here's to many more years as well of you doing your thing and just being you, staying true to yourself, and also making other people happy like you do. So that's the end of this video, documentary, statement, however you want to go about it. Don't take this too seriously, though, however, because this wasn't supposed to be like a full-on attack, of course, as you maybe were able to tell by Optimus Prime's narrating statements and Monokuma's involvement as well. But at the same time, this is in favor of Team Digi at the end of the day. So that's the conclusion. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Happy birthday once again.